Hello, everybody. It is the Dower Duo here. We are now live. It is Tara.
And Jonathan.
And this is our first YouTube live. I just kind of figured out how to do this, and here we are. We're live.
Yeah. Is there a way we can see people coming up?
I don't know. This is my first time doing this, so I'm not sure. If anyone knows how to do stuff in this, definitely comment or whatever.
Except we can't see.
Yeah.
Oh. There we go. It just popped right out.
Oh, hey. Hey, Stan the Man Hikes and Still Tony. How you guys doing? Yeah, so live, we have a couple things we kind of planned for this time. But honestly, we were just kind of wanting to figure out what a live stream was, and I was curious, and it's definitely fun to engage with subscribers and any followers as well in live time, and kind of see who we actually are, not under
edited video.
An edited video, exactly. Yeah. So this is us. This is actually us and who we are. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that the recent video we did about 10 things to know about us. I think it was 30 minutes. I think the video was 30 minutes. Hello from Kansas, taking walk adventures. Hello. I think it was 30 minutes, and I edited it down. I think it was 15 to 20 minutes. So that just shows you how much time
editing and stuff.
How much time we just kind of
ramble.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
We're not gonna ramble now. We're just gonna...
Maybe a little bit. We like to ramble.
Yes.
And if you guys have any questions too, definitely let us know. We love to answer questions as long as they're not too intrusive, which I don't think we really have a lot to hide.
No.
Yeah, cool. So I just, since there's nothing really going on do you have anything to say? I've been talking a lot. I'm just gonna chill.
Quarantine's been pretty much the same every day.
Yeah. What's that been like for you? Quarantine. I'm interviewing.
I've been sleeping in a lot, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you have been.
I'm ready to get back into normal life. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we can start. Question. Stan the Man Hike says, are you seeing a decent percent of hikers getting back on trail? Yes, actually, I have been keeping up with some social media, not as much as I should. There's been some other things going on, but I've been slightly keeping up with some social media, and I have been seeing a lot of hikers getting back on trail, because a lot of things are loosening up.
Yeah, so I guess we could just say, for anyone who's been following us, we're not currently at the bunkhouse right now.
No, not currently at the bunkhouse.
That ended up shutting down for anyone who doesn't know. And so, since then, when was that? That was
end of March.
So April and May. In April and May, we've been visiting our parents. So our parents, my parents, and Tara's parents live about an hour and a half away from each other.
In North Carolina.
Yeah, so we were able to spend some time with them, just going back and forth. And then recently, we have some friends from high school in Greenville, North Carolina.
No, college.
We have some friends that we
met.
If
you guys saw that last video where he was all talking about high school.
What's going on.
He talked about high school forever. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, so we have some friends from college in Greenville who own their own small business called Simple and Sentimental. So be sure to check that out. But their business has exploded during quarantine just because they do gift boxes for birthdays or Mother's Day and stuff like that. On Etsy. So yeah, be sure to check them out.
On Etsy, they definitely provided jobs for a lot of people, teachers. There was a lot of teachers employed there at that time because
a lot of things are shut down.
So I thought that was really cool that they were able to provide jobs for people that.
And so they reached out to us.
I reached out to them because she posted something.
Yeah, she posted about needing help. And so we contacted them, and we were out there for about a week and a half helping them.
Yeah.
And so we've kind of been bouncing around, but do you want to tell them about what's going on?
Stan the man just had a question though. I think he said, is the bunkhouse open or closed for the year or for good? We're not closed for good or for the year. We're actually opening up really, really soon. It's just a day-by-day thing, but my boss contacted me, and so we're headed back to Hot Springs here soon. That's my update. We're headed back to Hot Springs here soon to work at the bunkhouse. And I have a couple other things with Blue Ridge Hiking Company that I'll be doing. The bunkhouse isn't open yet, but I've heard that we should be opening soon, so that's exciting. The Appalachian trailer will be open soon. It was an amazing time having all those thru hikers there. I mean, I can just go into detail about that for a little bit later if you guys want, but it was so cool seeing all of those hikers going through hikers.
That was a lot of fun being in that community again.
Yeah. I should tell them the story about when we first got there.
Sure.
Yeah. Hello from Denmark.
Wow. Hey.
Hey. So yeah, when it was exciting for me to have all those thru hikers there because you guys know I love thru hikers and serving them and just being around them and getting to know all of them. So 2020, I've been keeping up with the community a lot, the class of 20. So I was really excited to meet a lot of those thru hikers. So we were unpacking all of our stuff at the bunkhouse, and I saw my first hiker walking down the trail. Any hikes planned for this year or next year? Yes, there will be updates. I haven't quite committed. I guess Jonathan can talk about him, but I haven't quite committed to one hike. But I know I want to do this other one. But those will be coming up soon. Yeah, I don't want to put it out there and then just feel like I can't just stop. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes. There are things that you're looking at but you haven't really planned for them yet either.
I've planned for one pretty hardcore. It's a pretty awesome trail. Anyways, let me get back to that story. So, we were unpacking all the stuff. We saw a thru hiker coming down. I run outside. Well, I first tell Jonathan, I'm like, there's this hiker hiking by the bunkhouse, because the bunkhouse was right on Appalachian Trail. So I was like, let's go talk to him. Let's go say hi. So we ran out on the porch. I tried to look really natural, sitting in a chair like we've been there for a little bit, even though I just ran out there. And he walked by, and he wasn't looking over. So I was like, hey, hiker! And he looked over, took his earbud out really awkwardly, and was like, yeah? It's like, how you doing?
Good.
You hiking?
Yeah.
What else did
he said, I'm on the phone, and then he put his headphone back in and walked away. She felt really bad, but I kind of tried helping her. I'm like, when we were hiking, sometimes that kind of stuff weirded us out. It's like someone yelling at us from their porch. I mean, I know how excited you were, but
I was so excited.
Coming from his perspective, wouldn't have been so.
He didn't like me too much.
Yeah, I mean.
Whatever. Anyways, so that just shows you how excited I was to get to see all those people. Hi, Dowers from the Catskills. How long had you hiked before the AT?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you want to answer that?
Sure. So how long have we hiked before the AT? Obviously, we have different experiences. My longest backpacking trip before the AT was only 3 days. So I use that as an example of you don't need to be an expert backpacker. You don't need to have everything finely tuned. You'll figure out a lot as you go along. Even an experienced backpacker's gonna they're going to learn as they go on the AT. It's just different than a normal backpacking trip. So for me, quick answer, 3 days was my longest trip before. I would do little things here and there, but nothing big.
And you did camping. He did a lot of camping and hiking.
Mm-hmm. But I enjoyed it. I just never did big trips.
Yeah. I did a lot before, so I actually planned for a thru hike in 2017, had a very bad anxiety attack, and got off trail. So I had been planning a lot before that. I had done not thru hikes, I've done a lot of section hikes. I would say about how many would I would say like
section hikes.
yeah, 600, 700 miles of section hike on the AT before I actually got on.
In 2018.
2017 or 2019, I would say like 600 miles. So I had a lot of backpacking experience, if I guess on the AT, not like all over the country. Mostly on the Appalachian Trail. That's why I'm really excited to explore these other trails. Definitely like PCT is on my list, but like I said, I haven't quite committed to that, but it is like big on my list because that's such a new area. Like you got the desert, you got the West Coast, which I haven't really explored a lot over there. Like Colorado, I think I like stopped there in an airport when we were on our way to our honeymoon, and that's really
it.
That's really it. So I'm
You
excited
need to get out west.
Yeah, I'm really excited to explore out west. But that's like our hiking experience before we actually thru hiked. Yeah, cool. Any other question anyone has? Just type it in there. We'll answer it. But like we said, my job's opening up. Jonathan, your...
Yeah, so for anyone, some people might know, I mean, there was a while ago we uploaded a video that we were saying I'm not really going to be in the videos as much just because I would have more like intensive job training that would just take up a lot of my time.
Mm-hmm.
All that went on hold when Corona hit, which is fine, but it's picking back up now. So we're kind of expecting me to be out of the picture in the videos for a while.
Yeah.
Just because everything's now starting to pick back up in that realm.
Yeah, so
yeah.
It'll probably, our channel, as much as I don't really want to do this because I love doing it together and I love having somebody else to do it with, especially someone I love. As much as I don't want to do this, I think it will end up, the video or the Dowers Duo YouTube channel will start transitioning to my own.
The Dower Uno.
That's what I was thinking. Do you guys have any like fun names that like I could possibly name it? I was thinking Dower Uno, but you know I could just do my name, which is kind of boring. I could do like Tara Takes a Hike, and follow like.
That sounds a lot like
It
Takes
does.
a Hike. Our friend, our trail family friend.
Yeah, Puppet.
Tate Takes a Hike.
Yeah.
So Tara Takes a Hike kind of sounds
But
like a little copy.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'll ask her. But do you guys have any like names for like this transition? Tara. Candy Mama, Candy,
Dower Uno.
Candy Can't Hike. I don't know.
We'll think on it.
Tara's Trail Talk. Oh, thanks, Mom.
Oh,
Everyone,
hey.
it's Debbie Comlow, my mom. Hey, Mom. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. She's our biggest fan next to his aunt, which we should give her the link to this.
Yeah, we should.
Who is actually also one of our biggest fans. She literally, when we lived in Florida, that's where she lived. She would we would go to her house and eat. And she'd have other people over, and every single time she's like, we should watch a trail video. And so we'd watch a trail video with her. I've seen those hundreds of times because I edit them. So I watched them hundreds of times, which they're fun. But oh my gosh, I know every single cut in this video. But without fail, we'd always watch an episode of our thru hike, which was really fun. Yeah. But my mom's also one of our biggest fans. Stan the Man hikes. Are most of the trail towns down south opening back up to hikers, restaurants, hostels? Yes. That is actually something I am going to get into real soon about...
ATC?
Yeah. But I have been keeping up with some Appalachian Trail updates, and it does look, short answer, I usually go into long answers, I just need to cut to the chase. It does look like a lot of towns, restaurants, hostels are opening up down south. I know Franklin, I talked to Chica and Sunset who own a hostel down there, and they say it is opening back up. They're open. Franklin is, opening up as well. I don't know about, Irwin, I would imagine Irwin would be opening up as well. Uncle Johnny's. Hi, Steve. Thanks for watching. But Hot Springs, I haven't been there, but since our bunkhouse is opening, I would say it's opening up as well. So yes, long story short. And once Jonathan's done on my
Here we go.
did you send it to her?
I did.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if your dad found it. Anyways.
We're currently at my parents' house.
Yeah, yeah. He really likes planes.
Yeah.
As you can. Extra points for whoever can name that plane. I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is?
I can't say because.
Well, do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
Okay. Dad, if you are watching, let us know what plane that is. Cool. So I'll go over some Appalachian Trail news since that was a question. So I quoted this. I have this from the ATC. I'm going to quote it right now. So quote for now, our guidance is still in effect. The ATC urges everyone, visitors, volunteers, and trailside community residents alike to stay off the AT to keep both the trail and its broader community safe and healthy. However, as several states have begun lifting or are planning to lift stay-at-home orders, the ATC has convened a task force to develop guidance on how AT visitors can re-engage safely with the trail. This task force is comprised of representatives from the ATC staff, federal and state agency partners, trail maintaining clubs, AT communities, local leaders, and medical experts, and will incorporate perspectives from those groups. Cool. So that's looking good. They still don't recommend you go on the Appalachian Trail. But with that question I had earlier, we are seeing a lot of people, at least through social media, who are back on the trail. Yeah. He doesn't keep up with it as much as I do. I'm kind of obsessed with the Appalachian Trail. It's kind of a problem.
That's okay.
But I do have some other updates. Ooh, Mom, do you know where the trailer is opening? When the trailer is opening? It's in what year? Oh, so his dad just told us what that plane was called. So if you guys get it, we got the answer. What did she say? Sorry.
When's the trailer opening?
Oh, trailer, that's an unknown, but I can say soon. I know that like Madison County, since it has hot springs in it, they're trying to keep like the impact of a lot of people from out of town. They're trying to like keep them out of town, I guess. So they're really only saying, I really don't remember what she said, but it was like something like you can't have people that aren't from Madison County staying at the bunkhouse, which doesn't make sense. So
to be determined. To
be determined, but soon. The Smokies are open, certain roads and trails. I've heard thru hikers are getting their permits approved, so that's exciting. Smokies. Shenandoah National Park is closed. They literally have a sign and a barrier near trail, making it clear that like you cannot pass through here. It's closed. And then, but they are considering opening back up. Are they worth making a trip down from New York to hike? I hike a lot. Oh, they just go away. Can you? Oh, look at that. See, I was trying to like read these questions before they like disappeared, and now they're just on there. Oh gosh. I thought, oh gosh, they're going away again. Okay, here they are. Oh my gosh. Let me just finish this real quick, and then I'll answer those last two questions, or address the comments. But yeah, Shenandoah National Park is definitely closed. But like I said, they are considering open back up with very strict precautions. I already talked about my job, and then like Franklin is loosening up again. But I'll open it up to y'all in a little bit. But to answer my mom's question, can you do guided hikes? Yes, we can do guided hikes. that is a possibility. Oh, my finger. Hello. And then Big Reb says, Braids loves the Smokies. Are they worth making a trip down from New York to hike? I hike a lot in the Adirondacks. I'm guessing what that is. And Whites, not looking for real crowded trails. So, yeah, the Smokies are really, really cool. It's just a really lush park. It's just really lush, full of ferns, very beautiful trees. It actually has the most diverse amount of salamanders in anywhere in the world, which was really cool to see on trail.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a lot of salamanders. What would you say? Do you think they're worth compared to the Adirondacks and the Whites?
I thought the Whites were the coolest part of the trail. So if you're used to that, the Smokies might not really compare to the Whites, in my opinion. They're still nice. They're different. So if you're looking for something different, then sure, go do that. I guess that's what I would say. The Whites were just so much different than any other part of trail.
You're really looking at like just the diversity of plants and diversity of like salamanders. We didn't personally see any bears when we were going through the Smokies,
but there are a lot.
There are a lot of bears. We took a class in college and learned about the bears.
I guess they'd be coming out at this point of the year too, so
yeah,
you might be able to see some.
So
there are probably a lot more out now.
Wildlife for sure. There's a lot of wildlife there. It's beautiful. I love the Smokies. Maybe if you're into the outdoors, don't go to Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg's a little crazy.
You want to tell them why?
It's like, I don't know if you've ever been to Myrtle Beach. Like, Myrtle Beach sounds great. It's like, oh, let's go to the beach, Myrtle Beach in the south. Like, really great. But it's just full of, like, touristy junk stores. And Gatlinburg is pretty much just like that in the middle of the mountains. Like, you're in these beautiful mountains, and then you just hit this really weird strip. And it's just, like, really junky stores. And
it's like,
if anyone likes
touristy.
Gatlinburg, I'm sorry for dissing it, but
Aunt Beth is on, y'all. Say hi to Aunt Beth, everyone. Hey, Aunt Beth. Love you. Miss you.
If you're going for a hike, I would skip Gatlinburg.
Yeah, Smiley's on.
Smiley, what's going on?
Smiley said Smokies are a bit easier on the knees, at least.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Smokies, Stan the Man said Smokies are fairly crowded, but they are beautiful. So, yeah, it is a little crowded. Like, when you pull off on the road, it's going to be a little crowded and whatnot. I don't know, though. Like, I don't really remember on the trail it being too crowded, but definitely, like, Gatlinburg was crazy. No. If you like that kind of stuff, go to Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
Hey, Smiley, you remember our time in Gatlinburg? The tramley time? We won't go into that, but it was fun for a bunch of hikers who'd been in the woods for a while. It's like,
yeah.
It was just really cheesy.
Very strange place.
It was a strange place. Smiley, oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Hillbilly Vegas for sure. Yeah, there's some funny stuff there. We won't get into that. Yeah. The best way. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you still thinking about the question about the Whites compared to Gray?
Yeah.
So really, I feel like the Whites, like, you're pretty much hiking peak to peak. The mountains are beautiful up there. It's a lot more rocky. If you're in Gatlinburg, just expect, not Gatlinburg, the Smokies, you're just in the woods a lot more. So it's really like woods hiking.
A lot less.
Not so much like peak to peak type of hiking.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're expecting that, if you want to get into that more, just know it's going to be very different, but still really nice.
Yeah. A lot less, like, views. There were views.
Yeah, but way less.
Trees. Yeah. Trees everywhere. Smokies, man.
Yeah, but it was nice.
It was nice. Yeah, liked it.
Yeah.
Definitely worth a visit.
Yeah.
And I remember braids. I actually met her in Hot Springs. Me and Jonathan met her, not just me. But yeah, she was telling me that her channel started out as like going over all the trails in the Smokies. So I would actually like to go back and kind of check out her videos on that. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Any other questions from anyone? I mean, we have some other stuff, but I just want to make sure everyone has a chance to talk. This is a safe space.
It is, but
no, we're intensely aggressive here, as you can see. Yeah. Anyone in North Carolina? Raise your hand.
I guess yeah, we are. You want to go over some of the questions you had?
So I actually didn't. They say for these live things, which again we're just figuring out. For anyone's tuning in, we're figuring out this live YouTube stuff. So this is like first hand knowledge right here. Us really trying to get into it. But yeah, they say you should like prepare questions that you ask yourself, but literally that's blank. That's blank. So I don't have any questions, but I do have like questions for the viewers. So I guess I was asking how's quarantine for y'all? I don't think I want to ask that, but if you guys want to tell me how your quarantine is, that's cool. You can do that.
Yeah. Has anybody done any hikes or anything like that during quarantine?
This is why I have him here. Yes.
Well, there. I mean, we didn't really do any hikes, but we were able to. We went on a climbing trip.
Ooh,
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
We went on a climbing trip. But yeah, so that was last weekend. We actually
I'll
got
post some photos.
Yeah,
while
we
you talk about it.
Mountains to Sea Trail.
Oh yeah, my mom's done the mountain or some of the Mountains to Sea Trail, which that would be cool to talk about as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
So yeah, I mean we haven't done a ton of outdoor stuff. I mean we've pretty much stayed in a lot of the time, but we were just able to go do some rock climbing. We were like the only ones out there, and really good time.
Oh yeah, Aunt Beth. Yeah, he was climbing barefoot. Do you want to tell her why you were climbing barefoot? This is Jonathan climbing barefoot. Can I focus it on that? But yeah, it's him.
Yeah, so we get there, we have our climbing pack with all of our gear in it, and I'm taking out our stuff and organizing it, and I realized I didn't have my shoes, and then it hit me like my shoes are in the other car, 5 hours away, and so our friend who was climbing with us said like, oh, well, I know someone who climbs without shoes. So I said, oh, okay. And then I'll try it.
Well, how was it? How was
I tried with the sneakers I had on at the time, and that does not work. And so then I tried barefoot, and I was really surprised at how well it worked.
He did really well.
You have a lot of grip on the rock. You're able to stick your toe into...
This is really cool. I just like this picture.
Yeah, so it was a good time. If anyone wants to try climbing barefoot.
Is it easier
it's fun.
Or harder?
I would say it's harder than using shoes. You know, if you have actual climbing shoes, go for that. But if you don't, it's way better than using a sneaker.
Yeah,
and luckily I didn't slice a foot or anything.
Did you get any blisters?
I did not get any blisters. No.
Yeah, he got this on his hand though. Oh, graphic content.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he did get that. I did some climbing. I'm slightly afraid of heights. Sometimes it's weird, but I really love adventure. I said this earlier in another video about how I do not belong in the outdoors because one, I've got like anxiety about a lot of stuff. Two, I've got eczema, as you can see, that is activated by my allergies my allergies to the outdoors, like literally trees and grass and weeds and pollen and
animals,
dust.
Everything that's outside you're allergic to.
Yeah, dogs, cats, really bad cats, dust, cockroaches, nuts, very allergic to nuts.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be outside because that, but I also have asthma. And where was I getting at with this?
Oh, you're afraid of heights.
Yeah, my anxiety's about like heights. I shouldn't be, but I really like it. I'm not gonna like stop exploring the outdoors because of that. So I was slightly afraid. Like I think I was shaking in this photo. That's the top rope, not that one. I was actually swinging, having a good time on that. But lead climbing, there's lead climbing and then there's top rope. I was shaking on lead because what that looks like is, you can see in this photo, but your rope, you connect it to your protection. So I'm bringing the rope up with me as I'm going, and connecting it. So if I don't connect, then I'm gonna fall. So
longer falls when you're
if I connect climbing. Here, I'm climbing, then I'm gonna fall like all that
until
distance.
You connect to another.
Yeah. Top rope, however, is where your rope is anchored towards the top, and so your fall is not going to be bad whatsoever. So the rope's going up like that. Hey, Two Mike's Hike. Hey, Candy, Mama, and Captain. It's hot. It's hot, Grace. I can't believe I got service to be able to watch you. I'm headed into Daleville with Screwball and Bloodhound. It's a beautiful day out here on the trail. Yay! I'm so excited. Hot, Grace, it is nice to hear from you. I'm so glad you and Screwball met up. I want to pull that back up. So I don't think I met Bloodhound, but is Hotspot, I forget his name every time. Your hiking partner. It's Hot Grease and Hotspot, I think. I'm not sure. But are you still hiking with the other Mike? I'm just wondering. I haven't seen him in any posts. I haven't been able to watch any videos, but yeah.
Tate takes a hike.
Tate takes a hike. There she is. Tatum, I actually have a question. So we're transitioning the YouTube, long story short, to kind of like a personal one for me, since Jonathan's going to be doing his thing in his job. And I've been trying to figure out a name, and I thought, Tara Takes a Hike, that's fun. But I was like, wait. Jonathan was like, wait, no. Somebody already has that.
That sounds just like someone else I know.
Yeah. So I guess I have to ask your approval, because that was I like the way that sounds. But yeah, so back to the climbing trip. You can use it. Thanks. That'll be in my list of options, but that's a good one. But yeah, so top rope is like that, so the fall won't be as bad. So I have this anxiety with like the lead climbing, so I was shaking pretty bad on that, but I didn't really fall at all. Did you say that we went on who we went with?
We went with our trail family, some members of our trail family, Flipper, and Rascal. So the four of us were there together, which was really good. It was a good time seeing them again.
Yeah, we camped, and we hiked, and climbed.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was just really nice to be outside. It was a little chilly, but literally, oh man, I wonder if I have a picture of this. This tent we used, y'all, was like ginormous. Let me see if I can find it.
It's like an 8-man tent.
Yeah. That was our food right there.
There's Screwball.
Screwball. What's up, K-Mama and Sheriff?
Heading to Daleville.
Daleville. Yeah, we stopped in at that gas station. As soon as you get into Daleville, there's a gas station on the right. And she was so nice. Like, if you guys are looking to just stop through, she had, like, a lot of food there. She let you charge your stuff. She let us use the bathroom and clean up.
Is that where we got ice cream?
We got ice cream there.
It was hot.
It was hot. It was hot, man. Daleville was hot. Yeah, but our whole setup, this is Rascal, but it's a big tent. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this, y'all. This is what the difference between My hand versus Jonathan. Like, my eczema hand, Jonathan's non-eczema hand. It's pretty crazy. Like, eczema sucks, man. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Let's see.
Swipe.
Oh, swipe.
There you go.
So, Screwball and Mike, how has it been? Is it really hot there? Is the trail pretty, like, barren? Are there people on it? You see any thru hikers? I would love to hear from y'all. For y'all that don't know, Screwball and Two Mike's Hike, who just commented, they are Appalachian Trail thru hikers right now, on trail in Daleville. That's why we've been talking to them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to get their point of view if they were they're able to talk about it at all. Yeah. I thought it'd be a cool idea to kind of like ask you questions.
Me?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
sure.
Interview you. I've never interviewed you before.
Shoot.
Okay. Who got friend zoned first?
Tara did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd you friend zone me?
You don't want to ask that question. So we were just friends.
Yeah.
Well, also when we were friends, I just like went through a breakup.
True.
So there's that.
True. Yeah, for y'all that don't know, we were pretty good friends before we actually started dating.
Yeah, we were.
But I had a big crush on him. And then he like kind of friend zoned me, so I was like, we'll just be friends, whatever. I don't care. And then he liked me, and I was like, okay, I can be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got married.
Right after. Right after we started dating, we got married.
Yeah.
Just kidding, no. Yeah. What was your major?
I studied recreation and park management. Started out, I did history for a year. And then I like history a lot, but I figured I can learn about history whenever I want to. So I started studying recreation and park management, which was really cool. I feel like it kind of fit who I was.
Yeah.
What was your major?
My major was sports studies. Not as cool. I just got something because it was fun to learn about. I guess that's a good sign. I don't really do anything with my major now, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys know how I can get hired by the Dallas Cowboys as a manager of the team, just let me know.
Pretty sure you need to be a sports studies major to do that.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Jerry Jones, if you're watching, hey.
She's very qualified to manage the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll ask Jerry. Oh yeah, you're in Dallas. That's funny. Yeah, I love the Dallas Cowboys. What's your favorite football team?
Well, I grew up in Colorado, so I like the Broncos. But I like hockey more than I like hockey more than football. And so when we got married, she agreed to be
a Boston Bruins
fan with me for hockey, and I said, okay, well, I can be a Dallas Cowboys fan with you.
Yay! Go Cowboys!
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
But they're not very good.
Get out of
Yeah,
town.
go Bruins, that's right.
Hey, Screwball. Screwball says, we're doing good. It's pretty warm. Out sunny day. Meet about 3 Sobos today. Several section hikers and haven't run into very many Nobos yet. Crazy. Huh.
Wow.
Interesting. I mean, are you guys near McAfee's Knob? Did you go over McAfee's yet? Or is that next? I can't remember. McAfee's Knob? I really can't remember. Or is that right after? I think that's right after. That's cool. I hope you guys meet more. I know I'm seeing a lot out there on social media. Prison Mike. Not to be confused with Date Mike. How do you like your eggs in the morning?
Pleased to meet me.
Any Office fans? I was an Office fan before it was cool, by the way.
Sure.
I was.
The Office was always cool.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But then there was like a point where everyone watched it. It was like
when it got on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched it on Netflix.
First.
Yeah.
She was the first one.
What's your favorite show?
The Office.
Really?
Probably.
Yeah. Shows aren't. I don't really watch a lot of shows that are on Netflix. Like. Yeah.
Probably The Office.
What's your favorite movie?
That's hard.
We just watched 12 O'Clock High.
Which is an old World War II movie.
Yeah.
Made in, when? 1549? Top Gun.
Top Gun! Hey, Tate.
Top Gun's the best.
Top Gun is not the best.
We watched Top Gun when we were on trail. And, because she's never seen it. So I said, alright, we have to watch Top Gun. And it did not. Yes, Twister. That one too. Top Gun did not hold up. That movie's
tell
not that
them
great.
about Top Gun. Tell them about what we realized with
Okay.
Maverick. Oh my gosh,
So,
y'all listen to this
Tom
real
Cruise
quick.
is the main character, and his name in the movie is Maverick. And without really paying attention to the movie, you think, okay, like Maverick's the guy everyone's rooting for. He's the best pilot out there.
Yeah, you'd think he's the main
This shouldn't be a spoiler because this movie's been out for years and years and years. So,
spoiler alert if you want to watch Top Gun.
yeah, if you haven't seen it, don't listen to what I'm about to say. Maverick's not the good guy. Iceman is the good guy. So first of all, Maverick wouldn't even have gone to the Top Gun school if the best pilot on this ship didn't quit.
Yeah.
So the best pilot was going to go. Maverick wasn't even going to get a shot. That guy decided to turn in his wings and stop flying. So then Maverick got a shot. Maverick goes to the Top Gun school and is just like this dangerous, what's the word? Reckless. He's a reckless pilot.
Completely reckless.
And so like Iceman, who's his rival, warns him about how he's dangerous and reckless and not a smart pilot. And eventually Maverick quits the school. He doesn't even finish.
Well, no.
Well, he does.
That's after he killed his partner.
He didn't kill his partner though, because it was investigated and they said it wasn't his fault. So he didn't kill Goose. It was just an accident. But anyway, so he quits. He doesn't even finish the school. Iceman gets Top Gun. And so watching that recently, realizing all this, it's like Iceman was right all along.
Yeah.
And Iceman's pretty much the good guy. Even though they're rivals and you follow Maverick, Iceman's
he's
the
a pretty
protagonist.
level-headed, a good solid pilot that has a good head on his shoulder that isn't just willy-nilly, watch me fly.
So yeah,
Watch
I hope
me
we're
show
not
off.
ruining Top Gun for any Top Gun lovers out there.
Oh my god.
And then the new Top Gun came out.
I haven't seen that.
I didn't either, but the trailer said that in the trailer it's the best pilot this program's ever known. And they're talking about Maverick who didn't even finish the program.
It's what we said. We
Doesn't make any
said
sense.
We said Tom Cruise probably wrote the script.
Yeah, probably did.
But Maverick in the movie, he says something so dumb. What did he say to the girl? Or no, the girl
she says Maverick,
"Hi."
you stud.
Definitely
It's
Tom
pretty
Cruise
cheesy.
wrote all those movies. Definitely wrote those movies.
Yeah. Anyways, that's our what we realized about Top Gun.
Also, we watched Twister. Twister's a good one to watch on trail. I don't know why. Why?
We watched it
Smiley.
our first 0 day.
What?
It was on TV.
Oh, okay, that's
And
where
we
it
didn't
came
get to
from.
finish it. So then the rest of our hike, whenever we were in a Walmart, we were looking for the $2 movie bin
to find Twister.
and we found it. And so we watched it.
We carried
also,
it. We carried
terrible.
it.
We did carry it for a while.
Carried it in our pack. Some weird things we've carried in our pack: the Twister DVD,
A fly zapper.
a fly set.
When we were in Vermont or
That we did, yeah.
Connecticut.
It was-
When the flies got really bad.
Yeah, and Jonathan would just had it. He's like, I need a fly swatter.
I'm pretty sure you bought that.
No, you definitely bought that.
You don't need to buy a fly swatter. For
No, we barely used it.
We were pretty ultralight, if you can't tell.
No. What else do we carry in our bag? That was pretty weird.
I don't know.
A puppy? No, we didn't carry a puppy.
You
I
wish.
I carried an iPad. A lot of people think that's weird. Actually, what I'm using right now. But honestly, y'all, like if like
that's how you edited. that was from the Sidewinder Twister.
Yeah. So Big Rev said the cow flying through the air was so fake. No, I don't think that was fake. No. That was a real cow.
Yeah.
That they had it on the line and they just imagining it spinning around on a green screen.
Yeah, that's probably what they did.
With a piece of paracord just saying cow. That's mean. I'm if you're watching, Pete, I'm sorry. Hey, Terry and Jonathan, I am glad you are doing this live stream. Empire Crane. Is that Empire Crane? I want to say that's my... Oh, it's Mitchell. Okay, yeah, Mitchell. I thought it was you. I want to say...
Hey, Mitchell. That's our cousin.
Yeah, I wanted to say it was either you or your dad. But, hi, Mitchell. Nice to see you on here. I think they should have a cow fly in... Jonathan's dad said, I think they should have a cow fly in F-18 in the next Top Gun. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Dude, wasn't your dad's favorite movie Top Gun?
I don't know.
I think we just... Oh, man. Sorry if we crapped on anyone's favorite movie, Top Gun. Sorry. Realize that might be a really encouraging movie for some people. We're just trying to tell you.
What we've noticed.
Maverick is not a good guy. Not at all.
Oh, yeah, and then he shows up late to his first date with his girlfriend because he was busy playing beach volleyball with his friends. That volleyball scene, he literally doesn't even finish the game with Goose, and then is still late for his date. He shows up like sweaty, and then in the middle of like a serious conversation, he gets up and says, I need to go take a shower."
Why is in her shower? Like you're not even gonna ask?
No, I think he left.
Oh, he left.
I think he left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't like Maverick. I've never disliked the character so bad. And the protagonist, is he like the protagonist?
He's like
in
a
a
main
movie?
character, yeah.
I've never disliked the character so much in my life. I dislike him a lot.
You just don't really like Tom Cruise.
No, I can deal with Tom Cruise. He's okay. Sometimes. Mitchell, we are good. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, we're good. We're just kind of talking about what's going on in our lives. Figuring out live stream, first of all.
It's just a fun live stream video.
Yeah, just a fun live stream where we're talking about what's going on in our lives. My job is opening back up for anyone who is tuning in. Jonathan's job training is going to begin here soon. And yeah, things are starting to loosen up on the Appalachian Trail. That's kind of like what we went over previous.
A little bit.
In this video.
It's probably going to be gradual, slow.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Starting to move in that direction right now.
Yeah, for sure. That's good.
Yeah. Well, we're at 48 minutes.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I could keep talking. I could always keep talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there other things you wanted to talk about?
Honestly, I wasn't prepared. I thought I was prepared, but probably the best thing we've talked about on this is Top Gun. Well, I gave some little updates here about the trail.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about like some more trail stuff because most of our audience is like trail people, you know, hikes and stuff. Oh, I did want to talk about the Mountains to Sea Trail because it's awesome. I kind of want to do that, the Mountains to Sea Trail, really bad, and it might be in some planning stages. But first, Bruce Dowers says, is there anything you would recommend for people through hiking that have allergies? Good question. Then we'll go into the Mountains to Sea Trail. Through hiking with allergies is really difficult, especially if you have eczema too. For eczema, I kind of found something to work. Pants work really great, just covering up that eczema it was bad on my legs, or covering up.
Behind your knees.
Yeah, behind my knees, or covering up with a long shirt, just to prevent you from like itching at all. And so for me, it was activated a lot by sweat too. So this sounds really weird. Diaper rash cream, if you have a rash that is activated by moisture, such as chafing, or eczema, definitely use diaper rash cream and just leave it on there. Just put a coat of it. It's white and you look weird with a coat of white, but diaper rash cream will take care of that. And you know, the pants, the whole thing with the pants too. It definitely got better after I did those things, but it wasn't a cure whatsoever. If you have allergies on trail, I would say definitely bring Benadryl just in case. I didn't take Benadryl because of how it made me feel. It makes me feel groggy.
Weren't there sometimes that you did? Wasn't there one?
Yeah, I think there was.
And we literally like stopped and had to take a break or something.
Yeah. So it's not great. Benadryl is not great when you're, especially when you're
good out there.
through hiking. If you're allergic to bees, I would say definitely bring epinephrine, and EpiPen. Except the only thing with those, the reason I didn't bring one, was one, because they're extremely overpriced and that's lame. Two, I think you need to keep them refrigerated. I think. Somebody answer that for me if you know. But it was mostly because they're like extremely overpriced. But if you can buy one, definitely buy one. If you're allergic to bees, I got stung by several bees on trail. Good thing I'm not allergic. I don't know why I'm not allergic. I'm allergic,
because you're allergic to everything else?
Everything else. I did have like little...
What were you saying?
I hope everyone saw that. Jonathan just ate an apple and it flew across the room. Oh, that was allergies. Yeah, epinephrine, if you can swing that purchase. But honestly, I don't think it can last because I believe it needs to be refrigerated. Honestly, there's not a lot you can do. I took allergy shots a lot before the trail, for about 6 years. I stopped in college. If you have a lot of time before you thru hike, getting allergy shots can reduce the symptoms of your allergies. My mom says she wanted me to bring an EpiPen. EpiPen does not need to be refrigerated. Thank you, Mom, for letting everyone know. I guess I could have done that, but it was also expensive. Inhaler. Yeah, I also should have brought my inhaler, but luckily I didn't need it.
Next time.
Next
Bring
time.
those things.
Yeah. Allergies are pretty hard to like work with on trail. Yeah, I don't really have a lot. I know some things for eczema though. If you guys have eczema, is anyone like interested in the eczema video? I've been like playing with that idea because it was something I struggled with, and I was hoping that I could find something about that on YouTube, but I didn't really find anything on that. But I don't know if that's helpful because a lot of people, I mean, that's a pretty
small group of people.
Group of people. Like, one, you need to have eczema, and two, you need to like be hiking long distances. I guess it would be good. I could just call it like rashes on the trail.
Yeah.
Because he had rashes too.
Yeah.
Chafing, man.
Chafing happens. Well, I mean, I don't think it happened as often as I expected it to happen.
What did you do when you chafed? Like how? Because you have a lot of things.
Honestly, the best thing that worked was that diaper rash cream that you got.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you're probably, if you're chafing, you're probably gonna try a lot of different things, but that'll probably work the best.
So you also did a different type of like underwear. We have to talk about that.
If you know what ex officio,
Ex officio.
something like that. So ex officio boxer briefs.
Yeah, Pair of Thieves is what he had
Pair of Thieves.
got at Target.
That's from Target. Yeah. So
those were pretty
probably
good.
a little bit cheaper than Ex Officio.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're like breathable, not compression. Yeah, kind of like a compression
Briefs.
short, but like a boxer brief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good material for
Wicks moisture away.
For hiking. Yeah.
Yeah. So you use diaper rash cream. He also like aired out too at the end of the day, cause the well, just it's good to just air out.
Find what works for you.
It's
We'll
just
leave it
good-
at that.
yeah,
We'll
good-
leave it at that.
Air
We'll
out.
leave it at that.
Baby powder too. Baby powder, different from diaper cream. Use.
Yeah, diaper cream work better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is why you should plan your live streams so you're not caught talking about chafing and airing out.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Yeah. I'll talk about the Mountains to Sea Trail. So Mountains to Sea Trail, somebody, I forget if it was Stan, I forget who it was, somebody asked about future hiking plans. I have some in mind. One is the Mountains to Sea Trail. Mountains to Sea Trail, for those who don't know, is a trail that goes east to west on the North Carolina. Sorry, I just was looking at a question. Where's the beard? That would help. Wait, what? Oh, I wonder if you meant the apple. So yeah, in North Carolina, it goes east to west. So you can start Clingman's Dome or Jockey's Ridge on the Outer Banks, and it just goes east to west. It is not as established as the Appalachian Trail. Not a lot of trails are as established as the Appalachian Trail. Not a lot of people have done it, but I have a lot of people I know in North Carolina. That would be great. It would just be kind of like a tour of the state, which I love. I love North Carolina. But that is one I am thinking about doing here soon. Don't really know when or yeah, really when. Which direction would you go and how much road walking? Smiley, great question. So it's a lot of road walking in the kind of like middle part of the trail. When you're over in the west, it's a lot less, so you're going a lot of mountains and stuff. But then you get a lot of string of roads that connects you to different trails. So you do a trail, you get a road, and that kind of like disappears a little bit when you get to around Raleigh area, River. It disappears a little bit. Still some road walking, and then you get to like.
You can do some paddling.
You could do some paddling. Yeah, the coastal area has a lot of road walking, but you can bypass that by doing paddling.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, paddling routes, which I would totally do, but
you're also a little afraid of water.
Yeah, and I don't have a kayak.
That too.
So again, another thing why I should not be an outdoor person. Yeah, it is super fun, Smiling. I've done a couple like small sections on it. It actually goes near my hometown, so it's something I definitely want to do here soon. And you go all the way to the Outer Banks.
I'm from the UK. That's cool.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, and my mom just brought up a good point. You could also bike those road portions, which is definitely an option. They recognize those options as through hike, paddle, biking. But right now I'm just planning on like walking it, which safety is definitely a concern too with that. So definitely have to think about that. Is it a razor skin?
Rollerblades would be good.
Rollerblades would be fun.
That'd be weird with a pack.
Dang, if you fell.
Which you would.
Yeah, I would probably fall.
I think I would want to paddle that section.
I would totally paddle. That.
Heelys.
You just see someone with a bag going down the road on some heelys.
You would definitely fall. Yeah.
I went headfirst in Vermont down a rocky
decline.
Not
good.
I literally did I was walking and just fell over head first. Ultra needs to make a Healy. I agree. For when you're like in town.
Just pop them in.
Just pop the Heelys in and you're off.
Yeah.
You don't need a hitch anymore, and you can even like get a rope and hook it to the back of the car.
Yeah.
And Healy in the town. That'd be funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mountains to Sea Trail is one I definitely am considering doing. Pacific Crest Trail.
There's something interesting about the Mountain to Sea Trail. It requires a lot more planning, which is weird because it's shorter, but there's like you're not allowed to just camp anywhere.
No, not. You really have to do your planning.
There's like no stealth camping allowed, and there's not really a campsite.
Portions there is, but not a lot. You can go on.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, it requires a lot of planning. I'm actually gonna pull up my how I planned it. But do you camp at campgrounds? So they don't have like campgrounds for you, designated Mountains to Sea Trail campgrounds for you to stay at. One I know of is like you have to walk a mile down this road to this campground. All around the Blue Ridge Parkway, you can't camp, I think, a certain distance near that. You can't do that. So, and that's some of it. So, like Jonathan said, the interesting thing about that is you have to rely on trail angels a lot more. So people who put their numbers on the Mountains to Sea trail.org page, they put their numbers on there, and like emails would be like, hey, contact me if you're in this area. So you get picked up by them, you have to stay with them. Another option that I've been considering is we have our camper car and just like using that, sleeping in that, but still like, I don't know, trying to find like my my Mountains to Sea Trail thing, but I can't find it. I'm very proud of it. It's like color coded and everything.
Can you search it?
I guess I could.
Right there.
Hold on, y'all.
Any of our friends from trail, would you be interested in doing the MST?
Do it with a glider or camping needed. Hey Perry, how's it going? It's nice to see you in the live. Perry's been like a very regular commenter in the videos, and he's usually got some funny things to say. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
What did I say? I don't know.
Said something about would our friends be interested in doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Rascal's considering it. Puppet, a girl. Smiley, I know you're always down for an adventure.
Yeah, and so doing the whole flip flop. When we were on the Appalachian Trail, there was a guy I'm interested in kayaking.
Okay.
I don't like anything.
Y'all text me. We're gonna do it.
And so yeah, there was a guy that we knew on the Appalachian Trail that we were always passing him. Mm-hmm. Like he was coming south and we were going north, and then later on down the trail we'd pass him again. So what he was doing was he had two cars, and so like if this is Georgia and this is Maine, he had a car that he would park north and hike down to a second car, and then drive that car up, hike down to this car. And so he kept flip-flopping like that, doing the whole trail, but then always ending at his vehicle. And that's just how he did it.
He do day hikes every single day.
Yeah,
unless he was like in the Whites or
yeah, but that's somewhere. How he did the whole thing. And so for something like the MST, where it's either a lot of road walking or where you just can't really camp, that could be, it would just look way different than what you did on the AT.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Puppet just said something.
Yeah. Is there any official name for that? So it's the Mountains to Sea Trail. Mm-hmm. That's all it's called. I have the books because you can't. There's not
actual guidebooks.
Yeah,
too,
there's not a lot of like guides on it because not a lot of people have done it. So I have the guidebooks, so we can definitely talk about that, and I can share you in that document that I made about through hiking it.
Yeah.
I think I found that. Sorry, name for using a car to flip-flop. Oh. I don't think so. I don't think there's...
Is there a name for that? No, I don't know.
We can make up one right now.
Car flops.
Car flops. Car flippity-flop.
A car flop through hike.
Flippity-flop.
Yeah, Puppet. Do you still have your little camper car, or did you kind of put all the seats back in your car? I know you did that little project a while ago. I think more than one GPS for that. Oh no, Tara, no. Just converted it back this morning. You converted it back to the camper car?
Car flop.
Back to camper. Nice, very nice. Well, perfect. That's perfect timing. Maybe, okay, Tara, you're distracting everybody.
I'm sorry, okay. I'm sorry. Oh no.
How do you get rid of this?
What's this?
Okay. Anyways. Yeah, perfect. And then, I don't think Rascal's watching right now, but...
No, she's at her...
Oh, that's right, but she's got a camper van, too.
Yeah. Could definitely make it work with people.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we just have to practice good leave no trace because it's a lot. It's kind of like on you, definitely, to like make sure you do that. Like, there's no one that's gonna back you up. Like if you're on the Appalachian Trail. So just really being responsible with the leave no trace.
Which
policies.
we were.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, some people just say you can hop on there and do it without any planning. But I think it's our responsibility to leave no trace. Is that too much? Yeah, Perry, too much bubbly up in here. Yeah. And then Pacific Crest Trail is another one I'm considering doing. Again, Jonathan's not in any of these hike futures because he's got his own job future that he's training for. And he's very excited about it. He looks really sad because he's looking down. You're like...
Sorry, yeah, you look sad.
But he's really excited about it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Pacific Crest Trail is definitely on my list because I want to explore the West Coast. Probably not Continental Divide. I haven't like quite decided on that. I feel like a lot of people do it because they feel like they need to do it to complete a Triple Crown, which is a good reason. Don't get me wrong. That's a great reason. Doing a Triple Crown, being a Triple Crown would be awesome. But I don't think for me that would be a reason to do it, you know. So I haven't quite decided on that one. It might change after doing some other hikes and I get like more experience. But right now, Continental Divide Trail isn't on the list. The two that are MST and the PCT. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think we've kind of talked to this camera enough. But one more. Smiley said, when would you want to do the PCT? Probably next year, 2021. That's my thinking.
Yeah.
We kind of have to see how like our lives go and everything, cause Corona.
Oh yeah.
Are you down, Smiley? Cause I am definitely down. I know that we have one friend on it right now. I'm shooting for the same, hopefully. Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. There's some people that I know that are doing the same that we're considering doing it this year, but obviously Corona kind of halted those plans. So we'll probably have like a big group next year if we all do decide to do it.
Yeah, that is the thing about doing a 2021 through hike. Everyone who was planning on doing it in 2020, and then you have the people planning on doing it in 2021. I think it's just going to be a lot more crowded.
Yeah, it will be. Very
well,
crowded.
The PCT also is more, what you need to, like the whole permit thing. So I don't know.
Oh, Perry says CDT is a trail you want to do with someone you have hiked with before. Yeah. Luckily, if I do PCT and all my friends from the AT, if they also want to do it, I'll have them there to do it. I always have somebody down for an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Any last remarks?
No.
So, want to recap everything we talked about?
Top Gun's not that great. Twister is a fun movie to watch with your trail family.
Don't buy a bug zapper.
Don't buy a bug zapper.
For trail.
Yeah.
You can if you want, but probably not a great trail thing.
Trail seems to be opening back up very slowly, barely. I wouldn't
Loosening
even say
up.
opening, but
It's loosening up.
Yeah.
My job in Hot Springs is opening back up. Jonathan's job training is opening back up. We're open to ideas of names for changing the Dower duo because he's gonna kind of step down from being in the videos a little more, and I will be taking that over. So we're open to ideas about names for the YouTube channel. Dower Uno is a good one. Umbrella is necessary, yeah, for the PCT. Know that. I don't know about the CDT, I would imagine. But yeah, so I think that's all.
I think that's it. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for watching 70 minutes of us just talk to a camera. Yeah, bye, y'all. Thank you for watching.
Bye.